Greetings everyone, my name is Simon Okelo with One Vibe Africa, and you're watching Diaspora Connect on One Vibe TV on YouTube. And today I'm extremely privileged to be sitting with my sister, my mentor, I can call you so many names, but this is Afua Kouyate, a leader here in Seattle, musically in the African community. She's one of the people that when you think of, an African music company, she's one of the people that you think of. When you think of a motherly figure, she's one of the people that you can think of. So I just want to say thank you for making the time for us to have a conversation on Diaspora Connect. Yes. How is the summer so far?
The summer is a blessing to many people. We're very happy that we're doing great things and people are responding.
Right. So, Diaspora Connect is a platform where we demystify the lives of Africans and African American people here in the Pacific Northwest, but really in the diaspora in general. Our goal is to eventually travel to Brazil and all the places where we can find our people. As long as we have the ability to get there, we would like to continue filming these conversations. So, since I moved to Seattle in 2010, you're one of the first people that I was told, you have to meet Afua, you have to work with Afua. I just wanted to learn how you arrived in Seattle, or how your family arrived in Seattle, and when, and how then, you evolved into, the Afua that we know now.
Thank you. Well, my mother was from Texas. My father was from Chicago. And he was in the military, and he was stationed here through the U.S. Coast Guard. My mother traveled here one day after she graduated from high school with her big sister.
How long ago was this?
That was many years ago. And so my mother and father, they married here. And so this is really the ground, this is my home in Seattle. And so when I was a child, maybe about 8-9 years old, it became very interesting to me to know more about my culture. My family was Christian based, and I just knew that there was just more to this story. And so I found the connection through arts and culture. I started doing activities, learning more things in the community. It was during the Black Panther movement. And that was in the late 60s.
There's quite a community of Black Panther members that are in Tanzania, Yes. And there's even a Kenyan rapper that was involved with their projects there. They started a children's home, and they're doing similar projects to what you and One Vibe do. They have a movement there. I can't remember their names. Pete O'Neill? Pete O'Neill and his wife are the people who started this organization I'm talking about. I can't remember the exact name of it.
Oh, I see. So it doesn't quite surprise me because the movements were very strong in those days. And we all had a common goal for unification, but everyone took different avenues to make it happen. And I'm so glad to see that many people are blessed with their visions and things are manifesting. So when I was young, and I started learning about our African culture, my initial thing, I'll say 5 phases in my life right now, just quickly.
Right. Perfect.
So was engagement. I wanted to learn more about my culture, who I am, and what are the differences between Christianity and culture, right? And so that became a quest. Then as I moved into adolescence, it became more about engagement, getting my peers involved and letting more people know about Africa and it's beautiful and this big engagement was like so huge for me. And then later on, as a young adult, I moved into implementing programs, and then I started Adefua, and then I moved into sustaining programming and started traveling and making the awareness just so fun-filled, and creating programs every year. Our Odunde Festival was a different theme, a different story about Africa on stage. 20 to 68 performers each year. It just varied on the theme and the production, the stage that we were managing. And so right now, the phase of my life is about preserving. So I'm really wanting to do as much as possible to make sure that people really get it about how beautiful Africa is, how beautiful African people are, and how important African resources are.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
This is not easy work,
Yeah.
What keeps you very driven, because you've been doing it for a long time?
I would say our Almighty Creator.
Yeah.
Because I don't pray one time a day. I don't pray 5 times a day. I pray all day long. And so my walk throughout the day is in prayer. And I'm very grateful even for the small things that we have. And I continually try to balance it out and welcome transitions. So that's what keeps me going. Ashe.
Ashe. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Wow. So, every year you and your family take groups of people to Guinea.
Yes.
So first, what's your connection to Guinea? And then just give us like a day in Guinea,
Oh, my connection to Guinea was being educated. I wanted to learn more about the Guinea culture because for many years I'm dancing dances from Guinea, singing songs from Guinea, and understanding that in all of what I've learned so far, I recognize that there's so much that I want to know more about from Guinea. So it was being educated. I first put my foot there, and in the process of years, I brought my husband back, Afua Kouyate.
So you guys met in Guinea?
We met in Guinea. And so I bring my husband back, and so there is such a commitment around being the liaison, being the connector, and being one of the self-spoken ambassadors. I feel very happy that we have a platform that we can take people every year to Guinea. And so a day of Guinea with Boka and Afua Kouyate, everyone wakes up in the morning to beautiful music, beautiful sounds in the air. It could be the birds. It could be just that busy, soft energy of people doing things. Breakfast. We have the University of Kankan that comes to us and teaches the Maninka language every day. And then we have 2 dance classes, 2 drum classes, lunch. We have wedding ceremonies. We have engagement with the family. The Kouyate family is a very, very special, powerful, yet delicate family that we want to preserve and let people know more about. So we take people so they can have this engagement. And one of the things that I think people really get out of it is that it's a way to keep living.
Yeah. Now, let's say, you've met an African American or an African who has been living in the diaspora for a long time. They've never been to the continent.
Yes.
What's the quickest way that you can get them engaged and then, get them towards the direction of you need to visit? How do you initiate this conversation?
Exactly, just that. I would just engage. Because people have different back offices. There's something in the back of their mind where they're going to...
People are scared too.
Yeah.
People are scared. Like some people, young people like me, when I've asked them, we need to go to Africa, they're like, oh, I'll get sick there, I'll get malaria, I'll do, this will happen, that will happen. You know, people are scared, but then, you know, you have a way of making people comfortable and making people empowered with information. So I'm just curious of how you do it, you know.
Yeah. Well, if people do come with some of the conversation about being afraid of this, we try to just dismiss that. And we show the beauty of Africa. Right. We show why I go.
Right.
Because there's a lot of value to what we're doing. Right. And we just continue those conversations every month at a location in Seattle that's called Cafe Evole. Oh. We have monthly conversations about going to Guinea, and that's the name of it.
Yeah,
it's monthly conversations about going to Guinea. Yeah. We have a monthly theme that we talk about, and then we also do a trip overview. Yeah. So we share with them everything about going to Guinea. Yeah. We help them every step of the way, from their airline ticket to their visa, their passport. Anything they need, I'm their advocate, and I walk with them through it. We synchronize the airline reservations so that we all arrive at the same time, and it's a beautiful journey. We travel to 3 neighboring villages at the same time that we have everyone there. And it's another great experience, because there are several communities that will come just to see the visitors from America. And they will be honored. We eat together. There's questions. There's songs that are sung just in their honor. Yeah. And they just see the life, you know, of Africa, not just in Kankan, Guinea, where we are for our visit, but there's other neighboring villages and communities that are just so beautiful. And also, when people travel to Africa and they have all these wonderful experiences, and then they say, oh, I'm going to go to another place in Africa that's different, and they'll see Africa is all one.
Right.
So that's why we love the title One Vibe.
Oh,
it's all one.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So then, you know, you've seen Seattle evolve from a place where, you know, the Black Panther was here, to a place where police brutality was here. Let's say, you know, and also, you know, you are a mother to a beautiful family.
Yes, thank you.
You know, and our people are still struggling with even figuring out how to live here. What's the one advice that you could give a young father like me about how, you know, this is how you could, you know, build resilience?
Build resilience in America?
Yeah.
Yeah, family. Yeah, it's all about family. Because we know that our traditional families are back home. And so we come maybe with one vibe, we come with one luggage, right? And our commitment to connection, you know. So we find family like we are today, right? We come together, the resources, the support, it all stems from there. Whatever we need, we have the discussion, we talk about it, and that's the same process that we take in every leg of the walk, right? It's the same process. Getting people to Guinea, inviting people to our programs, having people understand more about who we are, even discussing the struggle and the problems. It all starts in from the family. And so if you're out there and you're struggling with a family unit, just create one. Say, you're my sister. I'd love for you to be closer to me. You know, I really like what I see. Or it could be, I saw you struggling over there and I want to help you. You know, we can create those avenues with no boundaries. Or little boundaries.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now, is there anything I haven't asked you that you'd like to share?
Well, Seattle is a beautiful place, and this is where we live. Yeah. And I would just say, just to put it out there, that we're being blessed with this connection with you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, and we are Afua Cultural Education Workshop. We're a nonprofit organization in Seattle, and that started in 1984. And so we've been blessed with many programs many programs. Now we're writing grants and we're offering free programs in the community for youth and families. So we're doing a lot of good work out there. We do have a website if we can share it. And we just want people to come in and just know more about what we're doing and to see that this connection is real.
It's true. So can you just share what your website is and
Yes.
how people can find more about the work you do?
Absolutely. So we are Afua African Music and Dance Company. Kouyate Arts is a subsidiary of Afua. We also have Boca Kouyate and the Jelly-Eye Band, and that's all underneath the umbrella of Afua. Our website is www.kouyatearts.com. Again, it's www.kouyatearts.com. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you all for watching this episode of Diaspora Connect with my sister Afua.
I'm very happy to say, please subscribe to One Vibe Africa. This is YouTube, and we are in Seattle, and I'm Afua Kouyate. Thank you.